Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Tim, and we're back. It's episode 50 of the TMA Connection podcast, your local podcast that's focusing on people that are making a difference in the lives of others, whether that be through business, real estate, or just their organization. And we bring good people to the table to share with you. And today we got a really big announcement today, but we'll hold that off for a little bit later.
Get into that a little bit later.
There you go. Drew Chavis. Drew Chavis, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you might be thinking, what is Drew Chavis doing in the chair right now? And we're going to go over that. We're going to break down a lot of things, but we want to give everybody a little bit of a background about who you are. So the 30-second elevator pitch, who is Drew Chavis?
All right, well, Drew Chavis. I'm a professional audio engineer, producer, content creator, all of the above.
That's a good pitch right there, and that could definitely be suggesting that there could be something going on behind the scenes at the Markland Advantage. But we'll get into that soon, right?
Sneak peek.
Yeah. So where did this passion of audio engineering start for you?
So really, audio engineering really got started about 3 years ago. That's when I really figured out that, this is what I really like doing. But, when I was about 6 years old, maybe, I would be recording myself just singing into the phone. So it's funny to look back because there are videos on my brother's Facebook, actually. Yeah. Because he would have all the girls like his age looking at it. I'll be like, they're commenting, he's so cute, they love me. So I'd be posting on his Facebook. And, I just always liked, doing like karaoke type things and singing. Yeah. Even though I don't like doing it in front of people, I just liked the fact that I'm doing it behind the scenes. So I think that's what really kicked off my get into the music world. Yeah. And that kind of carried over because I love the content side. I've always liked making videos, and I just like making YouTube videos, and that's why I started my YouTube channel. And then eventually that grew into me loving just actually producing. And then once I liked producing, I'm like, wow, I really like the engineering side more than I like producing.
Yeah, what you're doing on YouTube right now is really cool. Like, it blew my mind. I didn't even know that it was possible. Give everybody a little bit of a breakdown about kind of what kind of content you are producing on your channel.
Yeah, so pretty much, since I am an audio engineer, I like to drop tutorials on how to pretty much make anybody out there sound like their favorite artist. So each artist has a different style, different effects, and I just like to recreate that, not for my own help. So I'm learning from my own videos as well, but to help other people who just really don't know how everything works get started and get their sound that they want and just make cool songs. That's the goal. And so you are on all the social media platforms. Yep. Talk about your growth on there. Like, how has that gone off for you? So like I said, I've had a YouTube channel for a while now. Like, I've had it for over 6 years. And I remember I would just post with my friends, just doing we did a swerve ball versus blitz ball video, and that's like a little wiffle ball. If you don't know what that is, it's just a wiffle ball, and I was throwing pitches to him. And I remember he was just like, "Don't throw it too hard, you're gonna scare me." And I was just like, all right. So that's really when I started making videos, and I just, like I said, always loved to just make content and put it out there. And then really in the past 6 months, I would say, is when I started posting the audio tutorials, and that really started to take off my channel. I've grown to almost 3,000 subscribers now, and I'm trying to just keep that going and keep it going.
And you're now, it's in a stage where it's monetizing for you.
Yeah, I'm officially monetized now, which is a big step.
So YouTube is paying you based on the videos that you put out.
Yep, just to put them up there.
And he's 19 years old.
Yep.
He's wise beyond his years, right? I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that I've always dreamed of when I was younger. Yeah. If you told me I would be monetized, I would just be like, "There's no way," because as a kid, that's what I wanted, and I was just like, it's a very hard step to get to, especially for someone younger. It's harder to be like, take this step and go outside of the box from what everybody else is doing. And thankfully, I've had parents who were able to trust in me to not do the typical route and just go out there and do what I really love.
It's amazing. We were just at a networking kind of educational seminar on YouTube, and I'm half of me is thinking you probably know a lot of this stuff when we went there today, but you even learned some things too. But the amount of people that were impressed just because they used your page as an example.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting over here with pride, like,
I found this guy.
This is my boy. But talk about. So people are interested in putting stuff out on different social media platforms. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that people need to focus on in their content to promote growth?
Yeah, so I mean, for me specifically, I realized that the more you post, the better results you'll get. And it's not just the amount, though. It is also consistency. So the biggest thing that a lot of people will do is they'll post maybe once or twice, and then it doesn't do well. They kind of give up on it. So the thing I found that is if you post consistently, the algorithm will actually push you out more to more people because they realize, oh, he's taking this serious. Okay. Let me put him out there. Just like anything else in life, the more you do something, the better you're going to get at it, and you'll just get the results that you want.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. We were talking about this a little bit earlier today. Was like people get so caught up in like the final product of what this is going to be, and they want it to look like that.
Yeah.
But there's all these thousands and thousands and thousands of steps to do before you get there. That people just need to take that first step into doing something to create that bigger thing. Mm-hmm. It's a very small process.
I mean, like I said to you earlier, it's just like if you haven't started something that you want to do, the best time to start it is now, because if you don't start it, you're just going to leave it off and it's just going to not give you the results you want, because the earlier you start, the better. Like I'm young, I'm starting early.
Sure.
And that just makes me want to do more. And when you start, that is the hardest part, is starting. So once you get started, it becomes easier because you're already doing it and you're already putting yourself out there.
Yeah, and in the content that we've been putting out, there's some content that only gets a couple views, or maybe like 50 views or something like that, or we're putting out the podcast and it's like you see one that doesn't really pop off a whole lot and it kind of discourages you. But you can't create the greatest podcast or the greatest content unless you've put out some things that maybe didn't work and learn from that.
Yeah, there's always something to learn from whatever you're putting out. That's the biggest thing that you have to realize, is you're not always going to get the results you want. Yeah. So if you want to get the results you want, you just got to keep doing it.
Got to keep going. That's awesome. So what are some of your goals in what you're doing? What are some of the things that you're looking forward to in the new year that to help you grow? Like where's all this going for you? How can people help you, or just what's the vision behind where Drew Chavis is going with his content?
I mean, that's a great question, because there's always more that I want to achieve. So I'm going to set goals and I want to get there, but there's always more that I want. So this coming year, 2025, I really want to grow my YouTube to hit 10,000 subscribers. That's a big goal of mine. Okay. So that's coming into this 2025. That's what I want to do.
And you're at?
I'm at about to hit 3,000. I'm like 2,900 something.
That's phenomenal. So, okay.
Yeah. So I want to grow it to 10,000. Yeah. And that's definitely going to be a big step. And also, I want to get my TikTok up, because I haven't been doing it as much as the YouTube, and I know I need to get that going. So I want to get my TikTok to 2,500 followers. Okay. Right now it's at around 1,300, I think. Yeah. So I want to keep growing that and just, really just build more of a platform for me, so that people really know who I am and can have more trust in me. Especially being a younger guy, it's harder to gain trust with people. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be a big thing just to grow my name and see people can trust me.
So in the 30-second elevator pitch that you said of who you are, you said you're a professional, which means that you actually went to the Sheffield Institute. Yep. And so I witnessed this firsthand today, which kind of just blew my mind. I was almost starstruck. But tell everybody what happened today.
So we were at the Hartford Haven studio, and I met the owner. He's the owner, right? Yep. He's the owner, Kevin. Really, really cool guy. Got to talk to him for a little bit. And then his brother came in, actually, and he was telling me a little bit about. He was telling his brother about me a little bit, and his brother goes, "Wait, you're Drew. I've seen you before.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a cool moment just to see that my reach is getting to people, especially locally, people I haven't met yet, and just being able to see that people know who I am, and even though I've never met them.
Like this is gonna be a historical podcast interview because when you do make it big, and you will make it big, like you've got the right mindset, you've got the right energy.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're gonna look back at this, and people are gonna be like, "You knew Drew Chavis? Are you kidding?" Or Dr. Drew, or Mixes by Drew.
Yeah.
You know that guy? Yeah. I mean,
that's the goal. I want to be there one day.
You're going to be there one day.
I actually have that written in my long-term goals. Like, I have a few long-term goals. Like, I want to work with 3 major artists.
Okay.
So whether like the Drakes of the industry,
okay,
you know, Travis Scott, whatever, whoever it may be, just a big name. I want to be able to work with somebody like that. And, you know, I just want to be able to almost leave my mark in the world and be somebody who, you know, I'm an audio engineer, but I want to take it to the next level of audio engineers to show that newer engineers can be something greater than just the guy behind the scenes. Yeah. And, you know, I like the behind the scenes thing, but I also want people to know that the work I've put in to get there. Yeah,
and folks, please go to Drew's YouTube channel. You can just search Drew Chavis. The technology that you're working with to make yourself, I couldn't believe it. You are literally singing into a mic of your own, and then you take that technology and you take your voice and you make it sound like any artist that's out there right now.
Yep.
That's incredible. And then furthermore, you're helping other people. You're providing that free content, and then take it from there. Then people they want the program sets for that.
Yeah, they want presets. They basically just, you know, it's like a preset for anything else. Like you go out, it's basically like a template. So like you still add your own spin to it, but there's just something there and it's pre-made for you. You just go to it and it'll get you going to the direction you want it. So it kind of sparks a creativity in a lot of people. And that's honestly how I started learning. I would download other people's presets and I would be the one that would try to tear it down and be like, all right, why is this doing this? And that's kind of how I really taught myself how to be able to engineer stuff and reverse engineer it almost to be able to recreate the sounds I wanted.
And people can then take these presets. They go to your website. They can download it for a small fee, you know, and then but then also you're providing other levels of services to people through your skills.
Yeah. So if you want a little bit more advanced take, like something curated specifically for your voice, because every voice is different, every room is different. Like everything just has a different sound, and those of you in the audio industry can really, you know, hear a lot of differences. So there's kind of like. The presets do really good for upfront stuff, and if you really want to take it to the next level, you're still gonna have to tweak it to your own voice, and because everybody's different. So that's what my services will offer, is to take you to that next level.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm truly blown away by the things that I've seen on your YouTube channel.
Appreciate it.
Which basically leads us into the big announcement, right? So I mean, like a little drum roll. Drew Chavis and the Markland Advantage are coming together to create even more content for 2025 and beyond.
Yep.
You know, we've over the past few days we've done a condo tour. We've gone and showcased a local business, and there's just going to be so much more that I want to try to really put out there. My theme for 2025 is going to be to give more than I receive. Like I love going out there and showcasing local businesses, small businesses, the small entrepreneurs of the community. We did that today with Hartford Haven Studio. We'll have a video with that going up. But increasing brand awareness, basically giving value to our real estate clients when they go to list their homes. It's like my goal is to be the one person that is going to be able to promote a home out there on all social media platforms, all levels of advertising, to bring that value, which the more exposure you're going to get with a house, the greater the opportunities you are going to maximize the profit of what you're selling. So we're going to be doing that. The goal for TMA this year is going to be to shoot 52 podcasts. So if you haven't figured that out, that's at least one a week.
Here comes one.
You know, and this is episode 50. I mean, this is the perfect episode 50. Episode 49 was shot back in February or March, and then things just got crazy busy. And I needed somebody that was going to be, willing to kind of go on this adventure with me, and but also know the technical know-hows of putting everything together, because I just don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
Right. But so promoting businesses, promoting listings, house tours, bringing in people to interview with the podcast, whether that's through real estate, whether that's through businesses coming in, thought leaders, and see where we can grow this. Certainly, we want to grow our social media platforms. I haven't figured out the exact numbers of where I want to be yet.
Yep.
But dude, I'm super excited.
I am as well.
To collaborate with you on this. Talk about just talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to in all this.
I mean, I'm looking forward just to be able to actually show that the work we're doing is going out there. Like I said, I'm younger. People may not always be willing to take a chance for somebody like me, because they're like, oh, he doesn't have experience. Oh, this, that. But for you to take this opportunity and let me help you out and help me out, this is definitely a big step into growing not only me, but you as well. And just to take that next step, because nowadays content is the biggest thing going forward. So this is definitely going to be a big step for both of our businesses.
Yeah, we're gonna put ourselves out there everywhere. And when you think real estate, the first or second name on your list should be Tim Markland with the Markland Advantage, or Adam or Dan. Just our real estate team and what kind of value we're providing for people. And you're going to be a huge part of that. You're going to crush whatever you choose to do in life. We just got back from this thing again, and God, you met four or five different people that are now going to be reaching out to you.
Yep.
So, I mean, this partnership is going to be something exciting to see. Looking forward to what 2025 is going to bring and beyond. So,
yeah, I'm excited.
So, welcome aboard, my friend.
I appreciate it.
It's official. There it is. You saw it right there.
The big reveal.
The big reveal. All right, some last minute rapid fire questions. Even though sometimes rapid fire tends to get drawn out a little bit, so don't worry about that. But other than the Bible, what's one book or audio book or podcast or any kind of educational piece that has really made a significant impact in your journey?
So I remember, it's a little bit of a story, but my brother actually, because I never would really read that much. I'm not a big reader. My attention span's not very long.
Okay.
So I've always had trouble with reading. But I remember my brother, my senior year of high school, he gave me the book called The Compound Effect. So I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yep.
And that's really like a big thing that kind of made me realize that even though I'm doing things that are small and doing a lot of them, they're leading to something bigger.
Yeah.
So that book really was able to really make me have the right mindset of, even though the stuff I'm doing is small and I don't think it's really going to help me in the long run, then it, in turn, it's really just going to bring me results. And like this year was a big year to really seeing those results for me so far. And so I'm just looking to keep building those small things and try to, make myself better every day. Like I've been going to the gym Monday through Friday. That's something I started doing this past year. And, those small things lead to bigger prizes.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Who are some influential people that you follow on social media?
Yeah, so one of my favorite engineers to watch, Jason Joshua. He's very influential to me. Like his style, the way he does things is super out of the box, and I just like him as a person. The way he shows you things and just stuff like that inspired me to figure out my own style and just how to step out of the box and really just make what I'm doing different from everybody else.
Yeah.
And just, take that next step. I mean, he's definitely a big name in the industry. I'm sure people in the audio industry know who he is.
Right.
And you hear that name and you're like, yeah, he's a legend.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who he is. But
yeah.
but I'm sure
You'll have to look him up.
I will.
Jason
And
Joshua.
we'll have to tag him. We'll have to tag him in this.
Shout out to you, Jason.
There you go. If we hit play in your on your music right now, what are some of the artists that we're gonna hear?
I mean, my music, it just ranges so much. Like I have some Frank Sinatra stuff, so all the way to Kanye West.
told you you're wise beyond your years. You're an old soul.
Yeah, so I really don't have like a specific type of music I listen to. Like it would be mainly probably rap and pop and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I listen to a lot of things, and I think that's also why like being an audio engineer really is interesting to me, because there's so many different types of music, and just being able to learn how each of them is made so different, and just kind of connects all into one. And so like I'll be listening to rock one day, I'll be listening to a rap song, and then I'll be going all the way to Frank Sinatra. Like it's just,
that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's all. I love variety. I'm the same way. All right, last question for you. At the end of every show, I like you, our guests, to take the opportunity to acknowledge somebody that has made a huge difference in your life. Somebody that's, just kind of molded you into who you are right now, and you are just an exceptional person, human being.
I appreciate that.
Genuinely. Who would you like to acknowledge for making a difference in your life?
I mean, of course, I got to say my parents, because they're the ones who put the trust in me, like I said, to take an out of the box step to do what I want to do. And if it wasn't for them, I'd probably still be in college right now trying to figure out what I want to do, because I wouldn't know what I want to do. And just the fact of seeing my dad run his own business and being successful as that is, and just being out there going through failure, resetting, going through success, failure again. He's just a very big inspiration, and I think he's part of the reason why I know that I like to be kind of my own person to, get myself out there, and he's definitely a big inspiration. And then my mom, of course, battling health battles, stuff like that, and just seeing her, get through all that and still be the strong woman to come back to, me and my brother and my sister at the end of the day, and just provide for us the way they have. So they've just been great to me and my siblings, so that they definitely are the big, like the rocks in my life.
That's awesome.
They definitely inspire me to do a lot.
That's awesome. You got a great family. Your mom and dad are very special people, and your older brother and sister are super special people too. Yep. So I mean,
shout out to them as well.
Shout out to them as well.
Even though we bust each other's balls all the time, you know how it goes. Typical siblings.
Well, you're the youngest. You get picked on.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
They probably just
technically it was my sister probably getting picked on more than me, because she's the only girl. But you know how the brother love goes.
Okay.
But she would always get the favorite from my mom when we were younger. So
okay.
And then they would say me now.
Okay.
They say I'm my mom's favorite.
Okay, so you're a mama's boy, huh?
I guess so.
That's okay. That's all right. If people are listening to this, people are watching, they want to connect with you, whether it's audio or visual media, content creation, I'm sharing them, folks. I'm sharing the wealth here. How can people connect with you? So you can follow my YouTube. Just search Drew Chavis. It's going to be the first one. It pops up with a picture of me and like a little... When you were like 2 years old or something?
Yeah,
or 5?
Like a little headband thing. Okay. Because I cracked my head open at that point. But you'll see that. And then also I have a website, mixedbydrew.myshopify.com. So if you want to purchase mixing, mastering, and presets, so if you're a producer, artist, whatever, just go to my website and we can link from there. This is huge. The future is great here with the Markland Advantage, and I'm excited to have you being a part of it and helping you grow your business, but just helping you grow your skills and helping you grow as a man and as a human being. And I'm excited to do this together. That's awesome. Let's go. All right, follow Drew on social media. If you haven't been following us yet, I don't know what's taking you so daggone long. We are on YouTube at the Markland Advantage, and Facebook and Instagram at the Markland Advantage, TikTok, TMA Real Estate, and follow us there, folks. This has been great, man. It's been awesome. Looking forward to this. Thanks for having me. Until next time, folks, live your life to the fullest, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Episode 50 out.